Okay, can you see my screen? Can you see my screen?
Yeah, we can see.
All right. So now everybody unmute yourself. Sorry, mute yourselves, mute yourselves,
Okay.
so that I can begin. Good. Okay. All right. So yesterday we talked about starting XAMPP, creating a database, installing WordPress, how to log into the dashboard. Okay, and then we talked about the settings aspect. We just talked about one part of the settings aspect, which is the permalink structure. Yeah, it's very important. That is why we had to go through that one. So take note. Every WordPress installation, when you complete it, you go to the settings and change the permalink. Take note of this carefully. We also talked about the two website terms. We talked about the front end, which I said that is where your visitors go to see your website. Then we talked about the back end, and we said the back end is where you, the website developer, you go there to make changes to your website. You go there to add content to your website. Okay, good. That place is not for your visitors. All right, so today, after that, I gave you an assignment and you have all successfully done it. Thank you, congratulations. And now, we are now having a complete WordPress installation and we have access to our dashboard. So today I'll be taking you through a few things on the dashboard, explaining to you what they are, what they do, so that you know how to use them. Good. So I'll talk about themes, I'll talk about pages, I'll talk about media, I'll talk about posts, and I'll also talk about a few things in the settings area as well. Then I'll take questions from you guys and then we call it a day. Okay. So let me also go to my website. Okay. So I'm also going to my website now, localhost slash w no localhost slash web class slash wp dash admin. I'm going to my dashboard, so that is why I'm adding wp dash admin. This wp dash admin added to my web class link will take me to the dashboard. So let's wait a while to see. Okay, now I'm going to log in. All right, so I'm in my dashboard. In the dashboard, the first thing we are going to talk about We are going to talk about themes. Now, to find the themes, you go to appearance, and appearance, you go to themes. Okay, good. So, themes actually are the backbone of WordPress. Every website you want to build, all you need is to get a theme for that website. You can install a theme for the website, and your after you install the theme for your website, you can make any changes to that theme. The theme is like an already built website for you, but all you need to do is that you install that theme on your WordPress site, then you can make changes to it to look the way you want it to look like. Okay, by default, WordPress gives us one, two, three themes here by default. Okay, good. And but there are more themes you can have. For example, if you want to add another theme, you can just click on add new theme. When you click on add new theme, you see different kinds of themes for a website here. Are you seeing them? All these are themes, they are themes because they are already pre-built websites, but you can use them. You can use their design to install on your site and customize the text, customize the image, customize the everything of it so that it will look like the way you want it to look, exactly how you want it to be. Okay, yes. And so let me see. Yeah, you can pick anyone, install it if you wish. You can just install the theme. You know, as I said, the theme, as we are talking about right now, is simply like the design of the site you are building. It is already something that is done by someone, a developer somewhere, and you can just install it on your WordPress site and use it. Okay, if you install it, like I'm just installing this one like this, I can use it now. After I install it, I can now activate it. When I activate it, my site will now start to look like this one, or I can now customize my site to look like this one. You get me? So for example, let me go to the front end of my website so that you will see localhost localhost slash what web class, enter. All right, good. This is how the front end of the site looks like for now. This is how it looks like. But with time, we can add different menu options here. We can customize it and grow it till it becomes big. Okay, till it looks perfect. You understand? Good. So that is all about Teams. I will not say much about Teams. This is just all about Teams. Okay. Yes. So, but I'll revisit it again. But this is just a small idea about Teams I want to talk to you about. Now, the next thing we are going to talk about is media. Click on it. The media is what contains all your files, your pictures, your images, your audios, everything about your site. So first of all, if you want to add an image to your website, you first of all have to what? Add it inside the media. Okay. You come here, you click on, when it loads, you click on add new like this. Then you click on select files. Okay. Then you can pick the images you want from here. You can pick the images you want. Maybe I want this image. You just go to your PC, wherever the images you want. Just click it, and then it will import it to your media library. You can see it has imported this picture to my media library. You can do that. You can do that. For example, this picture, if I want to import it, I'll just select it. When you see it loading here, it has been imported to my website now. I can use it now anywhere in my website. Okay, good. Then also take note of this. It says maximum upload file size is what, 2 megabytes. Maximum upload file size 2 megabytes. Good. Maximum upload files. Yeah, this means that it's a temporal thing, but for now it means I can only upload files that are within 2 megabytes file size. But you can expand this settings. You can increase the number of upload size, but that's later. I will show you how to do that. But this one just means that every file you are going to upload should be within 2 megabyte file range. That's what it means. So you can use this to import pictures, import PDFs, okay? So many things, so many things. I said so many things. It could be documents, anything. You can see these are PDFs. I hope my screen is visible though. Guys, are you seeing what I'm doing?
Yeah, very clear.
Okay, you can mute yourselves now. So you can import all kinds of files inside your media library. So that is it. Any picture you want to use in your site, you have to use the media library to import it, like I've just done. That's it. Now let's come to pages. Okay. Pages are gateways or entry points through which people navigate your site. Okay, you go to a site, you can see home, you can see about us, you can see team, you can see contact us, you can see news, and what have you. For example, let me take you to this website. Okay, for example, TechLens GH. If you visit TechLens GH right now, this is what you see. You see home, you see services, you see projects, you see news, you see contacts, all these things. So if you click on services, for example, it will load a different what content for you, a different page content. You see that? So pages are like that. They are like different, just like how you flip a book. When you flip a book, each page you go to a different set of content. You flip another page, you go to a different set of content in that order. That is how pages works. I hope this is clear enough for you to understand. So I'm coming back to my web class now. Where is it? Okay. So by default, you see these two pages that have been created by WordPress for you by default. Just ignore them. You can even trash. Just hover around this every page. You can just hover around each page and click on trash, so that it will be deleted or it will be sent to the trash bin. And you also hover around the second one too, and you trash it. You don't need these pages. You create your own page. So for example, I'm going to create a page called home. My home page will be where, when visitors come to my site for the first time, the page that they will see, the content that they will see, that will be my home page. Okay, but before that, I need us to do something. Let me go back here. Let me go back. Just watch what I'm doing. I'm going to install a plugin. I'll talk about plugins in my next lecture, even though I didn't plan to talk about it today. So go to plugins, go to add new. Then you see this classic editor, install it. Activate. Good. All right. So I only went to plugins, add new. There's when it loads, you see classic editor, active, install it and activate it. That's all I want you to do. I will talk about plugins later. So let's come back to our pages. All right. You click on add new. So when you click on add new under pages, you have this option. We have a title box, and a description box. Okay, you click this, you have further option. This is where you put your title, and this is where you put your content. Okay, the content of your website, what you want to be displayed on your site, all the details are kept here. Now, my title of the website will be home, because I want this to be my home page. Now here I can put in a lot of information, but for now I'm going to leave it as it is. Okay. Then you come to publish. You come to publish. Good. So I've published. If I go to all pages, I will now see a page called home. So I'm going to add at least 4 pages for you guys to see. I'm going to add another page that will be about us. About us can be a page that you write about whether your business or yourself, whatever site you are building, you create an about page, and then you put all the information about that site, what business does the site do, and okay, good. So now I'm going to publish. I'm going to publish. Okay, so I've published. Remember, after you go to add new, you give your site a title, you have to come here and publish. All right, so I'm going to add another one. I'm going to add another one that says contact us. I'm not adding content here because there's not much time for me to type a lot. So contact us, I'll click on publish. Okay, so one last one. We have something called blog. Blog is where you can post dynamic content like a news page where people can go and read different articles. So at least I need something like that. So I'll say blog or I'll say news, whichever one, then I'll publish. All right, so now when I go to all pages and the pages, I'll see all the pages I've created. Have you seen that? Have you seen that? Now, the next thing I'm going to talk about is posts. Posts is simple. They are like news updates for your site. So whenever if you have a feature where you put news on your site, like let me take you to, come on, let me take you to TechLine's website. You see, we have news here. When I click on this news here, I'll see different articles, different articles whereby I can click and view them. So all these are news, okay, or they are posts, dynamic content that you can be posting, news. This is it here. Whereby people, you see, when somebody reads about your post here, this is the title, this is the content, and the person can also leave a comment or reply under that particular post. All right, so now that is about posts. By default, you see some hello world posts here. You can click on add new to add more and more posts on your own. So here you give, it's just similar to the page but not exactly the same. You can give your post a title, maybe new app version coming soon. That's the title. And then you put all the content here. When you are done, for posts, we have something called categories. As the name suggests, you can use categories to group different kinds of posts that you are doing. You can have a post about sports. Just click on add new category and then you have a new category here. Or you can add a new category to category of maybe events. Categories are used for grouping. Maybe going forward, you come to actually understand the full purpose of the categories. But for now, just know that it is used to group different kinds of posts into their various respective categories. So maybe this particular post I'm putting, it will be a post related to events. So in that case, I can take events as a category, or you can create new categories by saying just click on add new category, type in the name of the category and press enter on your keyboard and it will be added here. Okay. We also have a featured image option down here. You can click on set featured image, come to media library. Media library will give you already the images that are in your media library. If you want to upload from your PC, you can go to upload files, select the file you want from your PC, and you bring it in. Okay, but I'll just pick something like this. Let's take this here. If I select this image, I'll just say set featured image. Okay, like this. So featured image. You know, mostly if you are a fan of reading news online, you see that whatever every news you are going to read, you will see a featured image there. For every news that you read, you see what? A featured image. That is a picture of that. Mm? Yeah, that is a featured image. Okay, that one will show before the person will click your news to read. So when you are done with filling some few things about the post, you just come to publish, and then you successfully publish a post. So that is that about posts. So you can click on add new here or here to add more and more and more posts to your work. Okay, let me see. Yeah, so we are going to talk about one last thing under settings, which you are supposed to do. When you go to settings, you go to reading. Okay, when you go to reading, now under reading, you see that your home page, it says your home page displays is selected. The default one is what? Your latest post. Now we have two options in WordPress. We have the home post structure of a website, and we have only post structure of a website. If your website is strictly for blogging, are you with me? If your website is strictly for blogging, you leave it as the latest post. But if your website is not strictly for blogging, I hope you guys know what a blog is. If you don't know what a blog is, you should do some search. You should go and Google what a blog is. Okay, a blog is a site where they post news, articles, everything that people go there to read. That is a blog. But you can read more on it on Google. Now, that is that for a blog structure. But if your site is for maybe yourself or a business, okay, a company, okay, you have to select the what? The static page structure. That is the home page and the post page structure. You have to change it from this to this. So for the most part, you will be doing this. You have to come to settings, reading, change the home page display to what? The second option, which is static page. So one, you have two options. One, to select your home page and then select your post page. So inside the home page, for the home page, I'll click on select and I'll select the home as my page. It will present the pages that I have at the moment. So I'll select home to be my page. And then for the post page, I'll select what? Blog to be my post page. Post page means that which particular page will be showing your posts or your news. You also select that one. When you are done, you just come down here and you save changes. Okay, so there are two things I've just said here. If your site is strictly for blogging, that is a news site, you can leave option one as it is. But if your site is for maybe a personal website, a business website, you have to change the structure to this. Okay, so just take note. It's simple. Go to readings, change the structure. I'll need you guys to do that. So that is it. I want to stop here. I know I've said a lot, and I don't want to make it so long for you guys to be able to digest within the day. So I'll pause here. If you have a question, you to ask. If you don't have a question, then we will call it a day. But before that, I would present to you your assignment. The assignment for today. Give me a while, so I'll share it to you. Yeah. All right. So your assignment for today, add media files to your site. You have to add media files, pictures from your PC to your site. Make sure each picture is within 2 megabytes. If it's more than that, it will reject it. Take this so that you don't find any trouble. Create at least 4 pages. About us, home, contact us, blog. You can add more new pages on your own. I would like that if you add new pages that I haven't said, maybe from a different websites you have visited, you can add those pages. And I'll just see, at least to know that you understand the concept of pages. Then you should create at least 1 or 2 blog posts, okay? You can pick stories from online websites and then post them to your site. Also change your site structure to the static structure, that is the home and then the blog structure, okay, which I just did in the ending part of my lecture. So do that, and then when we meet tomorrow, we are going to see the implementation of that. All right, so I'm going to stop my screen sharing now, and then we will discuss. Okay. Can we now unmute ourselves and can on your videos and let's talk now. As you're following, do you have any question for me? Guys, you can unmute yourselves and then you can also on your videos. What's the question? Asking any question?
Sinamula.
Yeah.
From the settings, under reading, the static page and the okay.
Yeah.
And static page and the one for the static page, the changes for static page, and the one for the you only did the changes for blog.
I only did what?
Please, can you show the last?
Okay. Okay, so I'm sharing my screen again.
So with the latest post, your latest post, when you select that, then your website is purposely for a blog.
Yeah.
So the settings under the home page and post page. You didn't talk about how you're going to change the home and
those
blog
are options for static page.
For only static page.
Yes, that's when you select this, you see options for home page and post page, and you will select the home page. Here means that it's a site structure whereby you have your home page separate and then you have your blog page separate. You understand?
Okay.
So when you select static, they will give you an option that says home page. You will now select which of your pages should be the home page.
Okay.
Then when it comes to post page, you will now also select the page that you want to be your post. These are options for the second. There are two options here for you to choose. Option one is what? Your latest post, meaning that if somebody just goes to your site, he's going to see only posts, only posts.
Only post.
And you know what a post means. Posts
Yeah.
are blog articles. You understand?
Yeah. Yes.
You don't, meaning as for a blog page, they don't have a home page. If you just go to a news website, all you see is news, different kinds of news. You understand? Do you go to Ghana Web?
Yeah.
When you go to Ghana Web, immediately you go to their site. What do you see? Is it on news? Different kinds of news.
Yeah. Different. Yeah.
Good. So that is what we mean by your latest post. If you select option one, meaning whenever somebody comes to your site, all he will see is post.
Post. Okay.
You won't see anything like your homepage, you know.
Okay.
You understand? So if you are not building a blog, you don't have to select this option. And I am not teaching you to build blogs. Blogs is a whole different thing altogether now. I am teaching you to build websites for businesses, for companies, for yourself. You understand?
Okay.
So you select and with that one, you select your home page so that when somebody comes to your site, first of all, he will see the home page. The home page will contain maybe a slideshow, maybe about the company, the what do you call the services the company offer. You understand?
Okay.
So you will select which of the pages you have created will serve as your home page from this list. Then you come to post page and you also select which of your pages that you have created will be the post page, and then you save. That's all. Do you get it?
Yeah, very clear.
Okay. Good. Any question from your end, Yasin and Tiyumba?
No question.
No question. Okay. No problem. I will need you guys to watch